Sanbonani bafethu sharp kunjani lapho. Welcome to another episode of the East Rand Podcast Files. My name is Double M and thank you very much for joining us. Today on the show we have a trailblazer who has been in the creative space for more than a decade. He's an all-rounder of all things art, man, i.e. he's an actor, an entrepreneur, a rap artist, a fashion designer, a tattooist, a graffiti artist, and a battle MC. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, please help me welcome Savage Sossa Bafetu. Finally, he's on the show. Sossa, my brother.
I know.
Sossa, thank you very much for taking time to join us today. How are you feeling in for it?
I always feel tough.
Yeah, that's what's
Even
up.
when I'm down, I'm tough, man.
Yeah. That's what's up. By the way, Bafetu, I have my co-host today. You know, if Flow Manager, I'm trying to decided to be my co-host to Iron Tech, as you can see.
Iron Tigger.
Yeah, Savage, man.
Yeah, boy.
Let's talk about this. Savage, you're one of the greatest, brother, man. You know, I remember when some of us were getting into this hip hop thing, man. Already when you were there, Savage, and I remember you are one of the artists who was featured on Hype before you figure Nagu Volume 10.
Yeah.
You know, when the Kados, the J Stashes, the late Pro Kid, you know, may his soul rest in peace. Yeah. When, you know, they were up and down, Nabu Kado, Ngale Antoyabo, you were amongst the formidable artists. When did it all start, Savage Sossa?
Hey, Ntan.
Especially with rap, Savage.
Like you mean like rapping, like out of my writing, or this whole hip hop thing.
Yes, this whole hip hop thing.
Shikes, man. Like okay. First of all, when as a kid I used to draw a lot. That's one of my first discovered talents. Yeah, when I'm just draw and all these things. And obviously there was a TV at my house. Uma Kokowami owned a TV set. So mangbugele, you know, obviously gulama video wangada orkan, you'd see this art form that you didn't know what it was, but you saw it, you know, and you resonated. So Minavela was one of those people who, in fact, I still am one of those people. When I see something that I like I pay too much attention to it. Yeah, I wanna manage. And then some years later, well, in fact, during those primary school days, Olet Lami would also watch a show called Studio Mix. It was on SAPC1.
Yeah, Studio Mix.
So every time a music video would come on, listening to me and my moms. This is me and my moms. So siyabhala la ukuthi okay, Vanessa Williams.
Yes. Is this you and your moms?
This is me and my mom. Yes. She made me pay attention to songs and the artists. You know what I mean? So I would be fascinated and little did I know. And then there was a school choir also. Yes. Out of key or luckily he never got to hit me or shy or but I remember actually one.
Oh yeah.
So he soloed me. I want to go.
Yeah.
Hey. No, I couldn't get shy. Are you hearing the keys? Because I'm worried about keys.
Okay.
So those experiences, but as I'm shy, so I tried really hard with shy. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And then later, when I got to high school, that's the same year. Even my mom's got a crib at Crystal Park.
Okay.
So my mom stayed at Crystal Park. Little did I know, good next door.
Yes.
And
okay.
I still remember his rhyme. So that's when I saw good. Oh, so we can also rap this side.
Okay.
Are you kidding me?
Yes.
He did a rap that went, the nation of domination contained contamination. You know, like he rhymed it so well.
You still even remember the rap.
I remember his first opening line, so I was like, yeah.
When I got to start, you started to bala or draw.
Mina bengit mang paling lahi. Like no one's. So fortunately, I could relate to. You know, because I'm
yes.
You look a certain way, you speak a certain way, so I was used to that.
Yes.
And that to me was more of a like power yogusi at least try even harder because I didn't give up.
Yes. Because some people give up.
Yeah, a boy of mine, he would laugh at me. But not like laugh at you, go to give this thing up, but laugh at you like, no, you can do better.
Okay,
And then it would force you. So got to actually first jotting my first raps after those periods.
Okay. Now, was this before you went to high school or?
This was now first year of high school. Now.
First year of high school.
First year of high school. I'm discovering this art form.
Yes.
And also, if you are kumbula kegabana impie paso ne kosas.
Yes, yes.
So during impie paso ne kosas, ole lang chief tala doesn't ke vaye kas yo ploma etanota.
Were you in Crystal Park lap or la Lukshin?
Because I would frequent between Crystal Park and Lokshin.
All right, okay.
So also by saving cash, whatever, bekmele ngihlale ngayino mako.
All right,
So
okay.
from ngihlale kwami yino mako bekmele ngiye etanotha manje ngibale. Yena she stayed at Crystal Park because she worked.
All right, okay.
Yeah, ithola
Yes.
So I would also be that side. Yeah,
Yes,
ithola
all
manje.
right.
So this is now hip hop for me.
Okay.
Because mangifika etanotha, thole yanyulinda vele. We were born on the same day. Ishai graffiti
Okay.
like I draw like ishange ball pen emnyama ne red ne blue.
Yes.
I'm like, get the hell out of here.
Yes.
Like no, I'm cold. Like I as in mele ngizenzele didengs, mele ngizenzele, mele nami try. You know, cause I control, but I didn't think what I would see in a video yes states khone yenzayo ngayi. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So it was like God's way of saying, Echo, I'm gonna play your life like a chess game. I'm gonna move you from here, I'm gonna move you there. You know, like a knight moves, you know.
Yes,
or
yes.
I'm gonna move you here and move you there like a bishop does, you know.
Yes, yes.
And because of this danger that's going on in Lokshini,
Yes.
I'm gonna move you there.
Oh, yes.
But now this is all me discovering.
Because la umuvela khona you
Ne hip hop.
Absolutely.
Ne hip hop. Yeah, it's what. Even the ole lambe lingipayela impahla boma Woolworths and amategi la full the full ones. And I would see the full sneakers like your ones. I would see them boma States videos, you know what I mean?
Yes.
As much as this one amakenga Shy Chuck Taylor, Shy Dickies, which is now in the streets.
Yes.
Yeah. And then Leo ngibona up West Coast. So I'm like, yazin man. The core. This is me.
Yes,
I don't have to as soon as I see someone do it the way I feel it, it's like,
you can relate.
Yeah, so that was younger me. I had to see someone else and get permission. But for things like tattooing, I didn't have to get permission. Like this thing is in me.
We're gonna get into tattooing.
100%.
Now tell us, you know, I'm more interested on your high schooling days.
Yeah.
You know, because I want to get to the point where you started rapping.
Okay.
Like as Savage, you could know I can do this. When was that? And all of that. When did you start taking yourself seriously on your pen game?
Roundabout vele mabaglaga mageng because they doing it and I try to do it. But number one, primary school ngifunde zamani.
Okay.
So as soon as ngiphume zamani sengiyofunde eBrakpan High sekunamangami leclassini sekunenye language of instruction, you know what I mean? Angi understand kahle.
English.
Yeah, understand but angi understand. So I'm not familiar with rhymes. I understand it from a song's point of view because I remember even my first tape it was Snoop Dogg. Ngapha Snoop Dogg ngapha no, I bought Asha on disc. So but I bought Snoop Dogg. But anyway, long story short, I'm not but I'm already penning like 4 bars.
Okay.
You know, I'd pen 4 bars.
Yes.
Until when I did like that 4 bars, what did you say?
Yes. Yes.
I'm like, okay, I struck a nerve. Okay, no, that's me.
Oh, yes.
What? In the Crystal Park, mangada. Of course, young lacha ngisho. And my shops go distance nyana, like you walk quite a distance. So mang phuma la endlini, I remember I would practice in my head. You know, like some whack shit. I don't know if I can cuss on your show, bro, but you know,
go ahead.
Some whack shit.
Yeah,
you know what
go
I mean?
ahead.
So when you phuma, I'm busy dropping some whack shit. But give me lento le like yang chaza. Yayibona manje ne, because obviously angakayijwayeli isangifascinate.
Yes.
Magenge vele ngabona ngokhosi koqala angibuza ukuthi ngiyenze kanjani this thing yekabani ingoma kabani.
I think that's the most
the
interesting thing.
School.
But abantu ukuthi ingoma yomuntu. Yeah.
Where Habonai was like,
Kanti
"Hey wena."
Was I the you said was I the same thing at school?
Yeah.
Yes.
I did that first that rhyme. I can't even remember how the rhyme went. But I remember I kicked that same rhyme Skele and Umoya Habo was also impressed. Who was also my benchmark,
Yes. Yeah.
And then Lapoge, I was like, you know what? I I sort of got drawn to this thing. It didn't even cost me much. I got drawn to it, really.
And then
So
I'm
this is
sure
high
you
school.
started penning more.
Penning more better rhymes. When I starting to critique my previous work.
Oh, yes.
But now, I remember, including for years, including for years, up until I discovered a young MC by the name of when I heard Cannabis on radio.
Cannabis, yes.
When I heard Cannabis on radio, Glenn Lewis. Glenn Lewis also fueled a lot of my hip hop. You know what I mean?
Okay,
because
yes.
he would play on radio. Like ekuseni ngiyakhumbula cause with my stepdad bese nokubeka iolede spanini and then makabeka mina eskele kudlala Metro FM.
Yes, and Glenn was on the
Ken
airwaves.
Lewis was on the airwaves. If you remember when you went in, it was knock knock. I remember that bar. Who is it? It's the super. I can't even.
So it caught your attention.
Also, Kids Swear dropped Twisted.
Twisted,
When
yes.
you got me twisted.
Yes,
Thinking about the ways that things used to be. I'm like,
yes.
wow, this is floor of non-God. When it was you and me, girl, I was so foolish. Joe, those are the songs that really, really made me learn this thing called cadence, flow, rhymes, bars, but Cannabis mostly. Because I remember playing a Cannabis song, and he's busy. While he's busy, I'm writing my own thing.
Wow.
Keeping up with this.
Yes.
When he spits his, I spit mine.
Yes. Yes.
And then I would, maga pause and pause, maga yayithola manje.
Oh,
That's
yes.
when I learned to go,
Oh,
okay,
yes,
okay,
yes.
aye.
Wow.
Nice.
How did you get the name Savage Sossa? Did you have other names before, or was this your name from the word go?
I think my first name was what? Ice Prince.
Ice Prince.
It was Ice Prince.
Okay.
I think there was on your it was on ETV. I remember they were on the red carpet, and they were premiering I think a movie called Ice Queen.
Okay.
I was like, if there's an Ice Queen,
Ice Queen.
Prince, I most definitely can be an Ice Prince. You know what I mean? So I'm Ice Prince for like 3 days or whatever, you know, until I discovered, no, I think there's an Ice Prince from Nigeria. I was like, man, this nigga took my name. Okay, I'm not gonna beef over a name.
Yes.
And then I called myself Supreme.
Supreme.
Called myself Supreme. So as Supreme, I would always draw the letter S, which was one of the most difficult letters for me to draw. But trying to draw the letter S, it became like a thing. Every day scale, I would draw the letter S because of the graffiti thing that I learned.
Yes.
from my
So when
homeboy.
I lezi scale, lezi ngihlala stroy emadeskini. Yazazi lezi stroy emadeskini tech. Yes.
I'm there. You know, but it gets interesting. So as I'm busy drawing, Supreme, right? So I decided to go to my YFM. Akuniwe. YFM manje because ikhona rap activity jam.
Yes.
Oskido.
Yes.
Shout out to the Grootman.
Oskido.
Shout out to the Grootman because they you know,
Yeah.
and also ngathi was it them bebashale ngoma Simo States more. I think it was there,
Yeah,
but
I
I never really.
Brothers of Peace.
Something
BOP.
bakwate,
Yes, Sasimo
mina,
States. Yes.
Simo States more, which they were also rappers according to me, but
With
it
the
wasn't
late
really
Dr.
vibing
Makheu.
Mzansi, you know what I mean? As it wasn't vibing Mzansi, they had to find a way of really, you know, resonating with the people. So they started making songs like that, but also build up on the culture, because rap activity jam was Oskido and Root Boy Paul, but only now we learn to go to Yaga Oskido because we tatile waisa Metro FM.
Metro
We're
FM,
still doing it
absolutely.
till
Yes,
today.
absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
So rap activity jam, hey, figured out for the first time. Maskena da. Bekungangeneki da. You'd find like hundreds of us outside.
Yes.
But ukungena,
Yes.
it was something difficult.
Yes.
Sangena this one Wednesday. Shaya uniform.
And it was your first time.
Yeah, first time in
Shine a uniform.
Shama uniform, Tona Svang guy. Tona mina bengwele ending about 11. Yeah, again, and that's when I started chilling more with my grands because she was old, you know. Mangit goka beslali sports. She believed it. I mean, funda na belu. You know what I mean? It's where YFM, Tona. It's where YFM, boy. Sangena, and I remember seeing a lot of MCs on the floor. And there was this one cat on the chair. Ishama bars to and a bar after bar after bar after bar after bar after bar. And you say your name in the bars.
Yes.
So he kept saying Supremo, Supremo.
And you
I'm
went
like,
by the name Supreme by the
no.
time.
Who's this cat? Who's this cat? And it's the late Supremo kid.
Yes,
you know?
yes,
it's the late
yes,
Supremo
the late
kid. You know what I mean?
yes.
So I'm like, oh man, Primo, what are you doing to me?
Yes.
Even now, there's a Muslim lady, Unkanyezi, she still calls me Supreme even today.
Is it?
You know what I mean? Yeah. I mean, some people call you that name.
Oh yes. Yes,
So,
absolutely.
So it was one of those. And this guy is killing my vibe. But manje, in the drawing book,
Yes.
I can't lose this letter.
The letter S.
It hit me. Eskela Matiza. You savages! You savages! You hooligans! So my boy was hooligan, you know? And you think his name was hooligan. But Milangata, let the savages issue uncivilized, uncultured,
Yes.
unmannered.
You're a
That's
savage.
me. Yeah, I'm savage.
Now
from on.
wait, Savage, wait. Now, did you thought of that on the moment when
No,
Supremo-
obviously not on the moment when
Alright,
Supremo is doing
okay.
this. Now it's going back. Obviously,
Alright,
I'm scared.
okay.
Now I don't have a name. What can I say when I write raps?
Okay.
You know, I went to go dictionary vele check abo S la. Lafika lele ngilizwe kula Mathiza. Also, this is what it means. Amathiza spiza like savages, hooligans, like they would call us all these names.
All types of-
and I embraced
Yeah.
it. Little did I know, savage. Avele nyavai. Savage kanjalo kunenye na isibiza savage. I was like, nah.
Not this
Nah,
time.
not this time. Vele sadibane Pinoni library. Sadibane Pinoni library. Sayiceda. Sayiceda ntwana. Sayiceda vele there was a live
Niqeda
battle.
kanjani?
On a battle.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna battle for
Oh,
the name.
yeah.
Fuck that shit. I'm not gonna give up the name.
Yes.
I've given up 2 AKs
Already.
Yeah, it's all.
Yeah.
Number 1, I couldn't battle Ice Prince. He's a major artist from Nigeria.
Nigeria.
Number 2, when I entered, Supremo already had niggas listening to him. No one knows me. Supremo Hlelo FM is comfortable. Dala sina sifuna ukungena. You know, we were the ciphers outside.
And angeke
You know what I
uclaim
mean?
le gama.
Angeke
Already
ngene la
sekhona
sengithatha
umuntu.
lehle
Yeah,
mina.
selikuma
On a
airways.
chair? Not the nigga on the chair, nigga. Vele, we had our moment on the mic. So luckily we could read our scripts, because it was radio. No one brought a camera.
Oh yes.
Because it was radio.
You can rap.
Until the States niggas did it. But anyway, so sida phakathi. Zengena vele lezi zokuqala in the red ants vele. Again, I think 2 niggas made mistakes. And when they made mistakes, I had to jump in and save the day.
Okay.
Jumped in, saved the day. When I saved the day, phones couldn't stop buzzing, Joe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's sweet, and you'd find no one could tell we made a mistake. It's like I live even by that rule even today. Because when you're on stage doing your song that people don't know, only you know you've made a mistake.
Yes. Abantu would keep jamming.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I learned that. Now I'm good. Don't stop because you made a mistake. No one knows you made a mistake. So Tanga would rap and go yo, and then someone else coming in and
Oh, yeah.
yo,
Yes, yeah,
So
yeah.
people didn't know we made a mistake.
Oh,
Only
yeah.
Tina as a crew knew we made a
Yes.
mistake.
Ukuthi uNtanga made a mistake.
Oh, people voted. Phela abantu bevavote. Seswini. I still have that award even today.
Is
Rap
it?
Expo.
Savage?
I got that shit.
Now let's rewind things a bit.
little
Nya.
bit. Okay,
Yes.
cool.
How did
Okay.
you become a member of the Red Ants?
Red Ants.
Yes.
Okay. Bengivana le Amos Juja, who went by the AKA. What did he go by? Nuclear weapon. Yeah, nuclear weapon.
Okay.
His nickname was Nuclear Weapon.
Okay.
So me and him would always be together, vele with the Fila sneakers, with the lama boots were LS because Timberland vele it was yabona manje. We didn't even know it exists this side, but we wanted that mustard boot.
Yes.
You know, and high tech had that boot, so we always rode together. Gibo beknekari vele Toyota yellow that looked so posh, you know what I mean? So vele the seka driver, and ngapha kune mob deep So we'd see ourselves as more
Prodigy.
Oh, yeah.
So who was Prodigy? Who was
obviously,
Havoc?
I looked like Prod. He was
Havoc,
short.
yeah.
Like
He
Havoc.
looked more like Havoc.
Oh, yes,
So,
yes.
Eskele kunenye yami ubongane who had a computer and a printer. So ubongane some guy sing isithombe sethu. Wasenza poster ntwana. I had that poster. Structure had that poster. So vele in amongst abo Eminem nabo banbani and the niggas,
Yes.
abo Redman abo bani,
Yes.
they'd be us.
Yes, yes. The two of you.
Yeah, it's all intentional. So ngofika amagenge cause Red Ants was on that Wu-Tang stage.
Yes,
Red
yes,
Ants
yes.
at some point had 40 members.
That's why I want you rather to tell us ukuthi ungene
The story,
kanjani
ne?
and yes, how did you
So,
guys grow together?
Those guys knew of the ciphers we would hold Cabo Structure Garage. Because hip hop then it was I give you a tape and when you pass that tape you're gonna talk about where you got that tape. You know what I mean? So nali tape to kunezinye izinswembu la or Red Man lo or yayithola whoever is in there is dope. Go listen to that shit. And then you take the tape, you go home, yasho hayi leli ngixove ku Savage twana uSavage vele ungayilezi. Now mawudlala vele.
Oh yes, yes, yes.
And then now we become, you know, those two people who can talk about.
Yes.
So Nostrucha was, and then Lesbians get Nostrucha.
Yeah.
A few houses from Nostrucha, kunenye bathi fairs. Now they go to Fairs' crib.
Okay.
So I didn't know the homies.
Yes, yes.
But the homies must have heard about
Even
me.
uStizi mongamazi by then.
Bengamkeni uStizi.
Yes.
But Frozen would also go to Abo Strucha ngada.
Okay.
So ngidibana no Frozen. I'm like, okay, who's this cat? Enye ngaphelelo nayo when he
Yes,
raps.
yes, yes.
Yayithola.
Yes.
But at some point uStruja was the only one who could go for hours.
Is it?
Yeah, ngempekile that is going on and on and on and on and on and on akaphelelo yabo. And then Frozen, okay. Leza ngizwe ngazo. So it became that thing.
Oh yes,
Yayithola.
yes.
And then sometimes vele you rap uphelelo Frozen is continuing for like 4 beats. Back to back. Yeah, it's all. And it's like yeah, yes, look what's it was healthy competition. It wasn't even on some lose or
Oh, yeah,
and then we would also
yes,
and then we were like, okay, a subdivision of the Red Ants. Now this is before the radio days, no?
Yes, yes.
Now,
Yes.
okay. The first group of Elder Red Ants members went and they got inside and they kicked it, man.
Okay.
And they got it. But they didn't win.
But they didn't win.
Yeah. And then when we went,
Who were
on the-
those first members?
I remember Slick T, or Crusher, what's this? It's Tina Gonjin, that it's Tina.
Pelanda.
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 Yeah, it was a Pelanda.
Yes, yes, yes.
So Slick T, Ferkhano, Crusher, Pelanda, Quest Nation, Ulai, Emasimini. It was Frozen. I can't remember who else.
Okay, yeah.
And then see now we were everyone else who were the it's like if it was Wu-Tang that'd be 36
Oh, yes,
Chambers,
yes,
it
yes.
would be Grave Diggers.
Yeah.
So that's how we were structured.
Yeah, sorry to cut you. I'm asking
no-
you
no
this
doubt.
because Lento Ikulumayo, it's
doubt.
exactly what Ustizi told us as
Yeah,
well.
yeah, yeah.
Ukuthi there were two
Yeah.
groups of Red Ants.
Yeah.
There were the first members
Yeah.
and there were you guys. Yeah. I wanted just to
So
balance
me, I was in the same one with Steez. I was in the same one with quite a lot of other guys.
that. Web 85 and still.
Hex, 85 and still is a bit later.
Okay.
It was me, Steez, Hex, nenye bathu ngaka, who we all felt Le is our weakest link. You know what I mean? Eh? We all felt like Ungaka is our
Only that
weakest
one
link.
guy in the group.
We can rap with him here, but not on radio. I remember it was a concern of mine with if this nigga raps on radio, we're gonna lose this motherfucker.
Then
And-
how did he become a member of Red Ants? Because wonke umuntu lapha mekaphethe isitswebhu mfowethu. Lo muntu lo manje ungene kanjani? Lapha phela
Red
kukhanya
Ants
isitswebhu.
niggas hit hard, man. Those
Okay,
those
yeah.
were like what I would say good niggas.
All right.
Yeah, but that's why even today I'm married. Today,
yeah.
like you see me here with my
Yes,
son. You know,
yes.
it was the teachings of Red Ants.
Yes,
Because, like
yes.
I'm saying, it was on that Wu-Tang level where it is knowledge of self, it is passing down knowledge to the next.
Yes.
It is each one teach one.
Yes.
It was all those things. You know what I
Yes,
mean?
yes.
So that's how we were.
during those days, the formation of Red Ants, njengoba usibekela kanje, I'm sure you were doing your artistry on the other side, meaning your graffiti and your fashion designing and the tattoos. Bongakaqali by then, or were you already started when you were a member of Red Ants? Kuleyo era leyo.
So, if you remember quite correctly, during those days, every rap group had symbols. So I was the symbols guy. So every time I'd be drawing.
All right, okay, I get you.
Practice verse, because I'd get through the verses quickly.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Whether we were recording or doing whatever.
Yeah.
So each time I would get, movie, Frozen. Me not have my sketch out. Business drawer, So that was me. All like from primary school, I never stopped. My mama teaser be one shy, I never stopped. So I've always been that guy who business drawer, but more so in high school, because that's when I would do like cartoon characters, but they would have something that shows, whether the letter S or RED, you know what I mean?
Yes,
on either they would wear a red hoodie because with crayons and stuff, That's still my life even today, Joe.
Yes.
So that's not something I stopped because I rap.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
And I also believe quite a lot in, if you start something small, like uqala uyintwana, ushaya ibhayisikili, and then by 1920 you start riding like a dirt bike, and by the time you work, you've got like your super bike. You've got chances of living. You know this thing. You know what I mean? And like you're growing up, you're busy, you're doing your own thing there on the side, you're a spanner, and then you get paid well, you buy a motorbike.
Oh yeah, it's
You're
different.
gonna die, homie.
Yeah, it's different.
You're gonna die.
Absolutely.
So I believe if you grow up with something,
yes,
that's what you do.
Yes.
That's why even when you introduced me as a lot of things.
Yes.
I look at me as one thing. I'm an artist.
Oh yes.
Art comes easy to me.
Oh,
I see art and I see art.
Yes. That's
You know what I
what's
mean?
up, yeah.
So from those drawings, I would start now printing T-shirts because I saw some nigga do it, and I was like, so we can do this. You know what I mean? So that's always been my life. You know what I mean? I'm looking at you now and I'm thinking, so we can do this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean I have to do this or whatever. But I can see that we can do this.
Possible.
Yeah,
It's possible. You know what I mean?
absolutely.
So possibilities are endless on that level.
Yeah.
I've been drawing, not to deviate too much from your question. I've been drawing, I've been designing, but I wouldn't call myself a fashion designer till I met my wife, who was then my girlfriend. When I saw her, it's like, she's like, I made this myself. Like, what? What? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
fast forward.
Now let's talk about dope shit.
Ah.
Yo. You know, if you call yourself a hip hop head, you are like especially, and you don't know that song.
Move out. Move out. Go. You don't belong here.
Let's talk about that song, Savage. How did you record it? Because it's a bang up until to this day, my brother.
Dope shit. No?
Yes. And that's the first song I heard of you, by the way.
That's the first one.
Yeah.
Okay, going a little bit back.
Yes.
I was doing material as Red Ants, right? Throughout high school. And then, in fact, in high school, I would also try do my own music. But it never came out right. I'd listen to all my favorites, your Pastor Rhymes, your whoever, and obviously it's quality stuff. And then Loma got young recorder, I don't like it, but I love it because it's me. I mean,
Yes,
you know?
yes.
Hey, in fact, our first recording, they come up as first radio. It was a hi-fi, but one of those old ones with graphic equalizers, and then in a slot mic, and the mic was plastic and black, and it came with the motherfucker, and we would record ourselves. It was some whack. That was the first ever recording.
Yes.
And then the Red End things, and then throughout the Red End things, I would which DOG. I'm sure you'll hear it you'll hear his name in the songs that I do.
Yes.
So there's a cat, Jamiston. I want us to go see this cat. He makes beats and he's got a recording studio. So I'm gonna pay for the studio time and all those things, and we're gonna do this thing. Okay, cool, let's go. As you figured out, we record on the night. Nyakhumbula bekune poster ka Gunman. Gunman
the
Gunman, vele, unospopi. I remember the name of that album. I looked at that poster and thought, kunzima vele ukungena kwi-industry nje leyo unospop igama le-album yayo, you know what I mean? As-recorded akuntwana, and it was whack, Joe. I remember futhi we were doing holiday classes, woodwork. We had to finish our woodwork projects. I want stuff like this, which I'm really good at, but I don't have a passion for. And then masifika da vele I was so excited. I was so excited because he recorded it untanga wayibhena. So ngiyazi ukuthi mina si recordile and it was dope. Ngifike classini da siku-woodwork. I asked the teacher, Joe, can I play my music? I remember in the CD it was my song and then it was Busta Rhymes' song. All my niggas and I see you. Hello. All my niggas. That's when I compared the qualities, vele, for the first time as myself. Good time, man. No one was excited. Everyone spoke as the music played. I wanted everyone to pay attention to the lyrics. No one was. Bambi kunbu. Bambi kunbu. Sekuyaqoqa sekuyadlalwa because it's a way class, you know.
And you can imagine.
Bana sekubusy sekuyadlala. I remember in my zone there listening to myself. Good my khale yami balo makhalo Busta Rhymes yaphakama makhale yami balo yami ama lyrics awavakali makhale ka Busta, you know, I'm in my mind right there, you know. Ntwana vele ngicova izinto zami vele schools out ngibuyele endlini kanti vele lokho yabo. And then high school is done, passed, knocked that project there woodwork. We made it a table that could be a chair.
Okay.
Knocked it out the park. Okay, thanks to high school. I mean,
now high school is done.
High school's done. Nyopalisa Pinoni College.
Okay.
I wanted to do whatever that had art in it. So
Yes.
they did what they called graphic design.
Okay.
Cool. And art. They had an art class thing. Cool. Sengda. Nyopalisa. On the queue. Angisho in high school, we would do the Pinoni ciphers. We would do YFM. In the queue, this nigga spots me. It's like, when anyakena? I remember you in La Pagoma Cypher, what. That guy, Steve Nice. Steve Nice, who was one of the dopest producers in SA at the time, because we knew of no other ones. I told him, I mean, hip hop, you know,
So he sees you and we are born.
I know you. I make beats. That's my first official producer ever.
Wow.
Steve Nice. I was like, you make beats.
Shout outs to him.
So I'm thinking, vele, it's the rubbish that we grew up on, because I mean, siyazama singayi. We could never compare it to anything in the world, right? Ha! That nigga knocked me out of my socks, Joe. I still have the CD at my crib, Joe. Steve Nice, it's scratched, but I've got it. The beats that motherfucker hooked me up with. Yo.
So from when I got Hook Spotted, did you guys arrange within the sevens?
We went after, because then I was in college already. Vegayo re-registered. After registration, we went to the cafeteria side. Yang faga manje nje yami. Ay kune cypher. Kuna bomreva. Kuna mangamla ayareva. Siyatosa ntwana siyatosa with the cypher. It was that cypher lifestyle type of thing. Yayibona. Vele each time we get. So Steve Nice and me were doing art, with quite another group of art students. And then Koina Vele, the guy who also later joined Red Ends, so Ballistic. That was the Red Ends that never did any music together. We would just ride. Niggas weren't taking it serious. So there were other Red End members there who would rap in the cypher. But they did engineering. The engineering students were always in class. The art students were always there in the trees smoking weed.
Outside.
Finishing off projects, you know. Graffiti now is becoming a real thing to me because the white boys are doing it literally. You know what I mean? He buys cans, his art is in the bathroom. You know, he's taken seriously as an art student, college. Okay, there's more hip hop in my life. Steve Nice organizes. Mele siya pa Gibo. Gibo uplame Mackenzie Park. So, Pinoni College, if you can. Phakathi le ngase Rhinefield. Steve Nice hlala Mackenzie Park. So we would walk from college.
From college
all the way to Steve Nice's house. If we are bona mawuzongena ePinoni ngecab or ngani mawuye station. Mackenzie Park is to your right. and then it's gonna be Pinoni Town. After Pinoni Town, go like and I show you Lakeside. Mondlula, ungena, da ungenelele uyalive. That's where Pinoni College is. So that's how long we would have.
So you would walk from that side
Ntwana.
all the way to.
Get this. In the walks.
Cypher, gali.
Ntwana kunenye la eceleni
I thought of
vele,
this.
sharing it. So we wouldn't feel the walks. Ezinye must get down, zobamba ma-taxi, ziyavaya, then me and Steve Nice
Would
finally
carry on.
would be the true ones. At
Yes.
some points, best no Sazi. I don't know if you know Sazi, but anyway. So yeah, that was Steve Ntwana. He's got this old computer in his garage, full of newspapers. Chamalake Vele reads newspapers. Ntwana Vele, he's got his checkbook.
Yes.
Shamazol, so we could relate.
Yes.
We could relate majorly.
Yes.
Plus, I'm fascinated at how this guy speaks. He looks like Eddie Griffin. He speaks in Ebonics.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I'm like, yeah, who's this guy? You know what I mean? The first beat he ever played was dope shit.
Oh. Oh, this is where it comes from.
I'm losing it.
Yes.
I'm losing it. I'm like, what? I'm like, yo, this is you. This is you, homeboy.
Yes.
I'm like, what? La South Africa.
No way.
I was losing it, yo.
Yes.
Played me more beats, played me beats. Yo, Vele
So you had a variety of
because he
beats.
knew. Joe, the vision was there, Joe. Steve Nice was like, Twan, nyabona la ngaphandle, yabo pitch black afro. All the whack niggas are making it. Tina, we're gonna be one of those people. We're in an interview. We felt like when you're good, they're gonna call you for interviews.
Oh, yes.
Which makes sense, but doesn't, because so no one calls you. No one is there. I mean, so it's all. It's hip hop. I mean, it's not radio, it's not TV. So we would think to ourselves, okay, so how did you, like you're doing now, how did you begin your career? And I'd be like,
Yes.
so first of all,